Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I'm glad I decided to film exactly when the light blends me instead of giving me what I want. But that is just how life works sometimes. Today we are filming a book review and we are talking about Gorgeous Gruesome Faces by Cheng. And this one is being released on the 7th of November. The day you are watching this is out and you can get it. And I highly recommend you do so because I had so much fun with this. We follow Sunny, who was part of this TV show where they kind of made a fictional K-pop group, but like a Americanized one, and they became really successful and went on a tour and everything and were like really famous until one of the three members died. And then we also set the story 2 years later, where we see that the two remaining members, Sunny and Candy, not like having any contact anymore, and then they have these circumstances in their life where they enter this competition to become like the next big idol, and their paths cross, and will they be able to reconcile or like review what actually happened in their past when the third member died. So we have this mystery, we have two mysteries going on. We have the mystery of the past, where like, why did she really die, what happened there, because they were doing some weird stuff there. You get a hint of that in the beginning, and then we slowly unveil it. Like we have every other chapter set in like the past and like the present. And in the present, obviously we are in the show, but there's weird stuff going on there. It doesn't feel like any other show we have, I was gonna say, been in before, how our shows really work. So it's a bit like odd there. And then everything slowly unreels. It's definitely like kind of a mystery horror. You can kind of get that from like Gorgeous Gruesome Faces. You get that from the title, you get that from the vibe of the story, the backstabbing parts of fame. It's definitely like focused on that, where like, you know, we have these people really famous and how that is like, and also like the industry, some like criticism of the industry itself, as well as like beauty standards as well, and then also like toxic friendships. Or are they toxic? I don't know. You need to read the books to find out. But at least like female friendships in general, and also how, I was going to say, being together in a business, is that good for the friendship or not? I mean, it's not really that focused on that, but it is definitely questions you have. And then all these other stuff added to it, because it is like supernatural things happening here. It's not just, I was gonna say, normal murder. Okay, what can you call it? Like supernatural, horror, paranormal, but it's not really, because it is definitely pulled like legends from not like Western culture, obviously like Asian culture, because we are following like Asian girls, which I really enjoyed. And there might be also a sapphic relationship that I didn't expect, that came kind of out of nowhere. Not like out of nowhere as in like we weren't building up to it, but I feel like often we have these dynamics. I always think like they would have been really great together, but they're never actually together because we're never that lucky to be gay. And then when it actually happens, I'm always surprised, and it's also the best surprise ever. So we have all of these like different elements really working for the book, and I wasn't gonna say that I had the highest expectations going into this, but also it wasn't like the lowest. I thought that I would enjoy myself. It seemed like a fun, like chill YA, like kind of thriller mystery thing I would enjoy, but I was seriously so pleasantly surprised of enjoying it much more than that. I really loved all the elements coming together. I really enjoyed our characters and their relationship, and how you think and you don't trust certain things and people, and then it turned out to be something completely different. I really enjoyed that, and I think the book did this extremely well, and it was just really well written, really easy to follow, and just overall a really great time. It seems to also be the first one in a series, so it's not a standalone, and I was definitely thinking that when we were closing to the end, I was like, this is it. We're not gonna get more. While we did solve one part of the story, there's definitely more to explore. So I wonder if the sequel is actually a direct sequel, or if it will follow like perspectives from other characters. I don't know. But I'm very just curious to see like what will happen next. And just overall, just the vibes were immaculate. Just how can I even describe it? Like, I was gonna say, this remind me almost like when we were in ballet school in I Feed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me. But it's not really, because it's not ballet, but it's like that competitive like feeling towards it, while also having these elements from the past and the present diving in. And again, just the elements all work together so well. And it's just the vibes in general, how they all come together. I really enjoyed it. Definitely a book I would recommend, and I honestly think that it pleasantly surprised me a lot of like how much more I enjoyed it than I thought I would. And yeah, honestly, just a really great time, and I'm giving it a very strong 4 out of 5 stars. I think, as I said, it brought up a lot of different things, but it's not really about that though. Like, I was just thinking it when I was reading it. You don't need to think about the themes necessarily. You can just enjoy the story for what it is. And as I said, how it unveils itself as a different kind of story than what you start out with the beginning. And I love that. So yeah, again, a super strong 4 out of 5 stars. I really recommend you picking it up if any of the things I talked about now sounded interesting to you. They're very happy I enjoyed it so much. And now I'm very excited for the sequel. And hopefully I will enjoy that as much. Because I noticed lately that I don't really enjoy the sequels as much as the first one. But maybe then this expectations are set more than when you read the first one. But yeah, I think that's kind of what I want to say. I don't really have anything more, which means that this video is, as always, very short. Leave a microphone emoji down below if you enjoy this, and please enjoy this for, I was gonna say, the unveiling of what it has, because honestly it came with so many good parts. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.